Hey, Composing Gloves here, and today we're going to do a metal wreath with Sytrus. Now, I've been going kind of crazy complex on some of these, and so we're just going to do a simple thing. So this is what I got, and if we play a low note, so put a low note down here, this is what it sounds like. And if we play a mid note, and if we play a high note, we really get the metal feel. I'm not going to play much higher than that, because any higher than that, it can hurt you. It will hurt you. So we're going to play like a C4. So it's a really simple idea, and it's got this metallic texture to it, so I call it a metal wreath. But anyways, if you want to create, like, for example, this is used for a lot of piano tones. Most instruments, there are harmonic parts. There are particular modes that are generated that do not relate to the fundamental, particularly in pianos and other stringed instruments as well, membrane instruments like drums, but even in things like saxophones. The reason they sound the way they do is because they are related, but there are things that are not related, but they're usually related to the stuff that's not related has other related stuff, and it just turns into this weird mess. So with the metal, anything that's metal, what you generally have is you have a few tones, a few harmonics spread out. So usually that calls for a higher harmonic ratio, which is kind of what I did. I only went to 5. You could like boost this and really get a metal-like sound, but I went to 5. And then what I did was I picked this weird ratio, which used subtly can also create a lot of tonal sounds that you probably weren't aware of. Like in dance chords and things, subtly changing the pitch can make a big difference. So this is responsible for the metal tone. First of all, I'm FMing 1 by 2. That's all I'm doing, just 1 by 2. I'm using this sort of unusual shape. It's got these unusual harmonic sequence, and it's been decoupled from one as a multiple of it. So this is all from my series Learn FM Synthesis. So it's really, really basic idea. And I just modulated it a bit, and I put it out without the effects. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And what I am turning on and off right there is the volume of 2. So this knob going on and off. And I'm doing it with the X knob, Sytrus from the ground up, if you don't know about that. So that's a series I have if you don't know about that. So with the effects on, that reverb really kind of sells it. And so I have some reverb on. It's been turned on. And there's some chorus without the chorus. So I like the chorus. So I'm going to leave the chorus there. I could even try doing a bit more depth. Bring up the speed and the depth all the way. And not the delay. Bring the spread down. It's a subtle difference, but I mean, I can hear it because it's a stereo versus not stereo. So it's a very interesting, just a little cool sound that you can just toss on a track. So I automated the X knob to do this particular thing. You don't have to do this. You could come in and say, hey, I want 2 to be controlled by an LFO instead of mod X. So you could just turn this off and do something like this, and instead of having it be a thing that can sit still, you could make it an LFO and automate the speed. So we could have it be sort of this slower thing, faster thing. And it could hang out right there, and then it could change speeds and sort of speed up at the end. And you could create a really interesting thing with that. So the options are available to you. That is the basic concept, though. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe and have a blessed day. About bell sounds with Harmor. So it's a pretty simple idea if you know about bells. Bells are generally very few harmonics, and they are generally not related to each other, or at least not that great, and they fade off. So at the top, especially in the bottom, the fundamental tends to last longest. So this is what I got.